This should be a fairly decent one if you aren't familiar with it. This is batch 19, and I've covered a couple of the shock top tap handles recently, and this one is another one that sort of kind of falls into that category of being a figural tap handle, or at least a tap handle with a figural topper that's also typically relatively affordable, relatively easy to find. So there are some ones that you'll find that are like this that fall into this category of being figural and relatively easy to pick up. So if you're just looking for something interesting to add to your collection, looking for a few tap handles like this one, especially if you're getting started out with tap handle collecting, can be a good option. And sometimes you'll be able to find them in a lot with a few other tap handles. Sometimes you can pick them up on their own. A lot of times these will be the type of thing that I'll pick up as a item with a few other ones. So it may not be the main thing that I'm looking for, but it doesn't hurt to have something else interesting in the collection. So this one is batch 19, pre-prohibition style lager. I don't know too much about the beer or the brewery. I believe that they're maybe central US or something similar. I'd have to double check, but it's a fairly decent tap handle design. It's a standard handle. I do like the grip on that, nice and easy to hold. They do have a few little elements that are rather nice. So this element on the bottom, as well as the repeated design element on the top that looks a little bit like hammered brass or something similar. And then you've got this part here connected to the keg with the name there, and you've got the name on both sides of it. So right there and right there. And you also have the number 19 on both ends of that barrel design. And then down here on the bottom, this is where you've got the ferrule. It is worth noting that this is a slightly different ferrule than you'll see on some of the other ones. This one should be the standard one that you're seeing with this particular type of tap handle. So it's a touch longer than some of the other ferrules that you'll see. And one of the things that I pointed out is that some of them will be a little bit of a more direct angle on the edges, a little bit less rounded. So that is worth noting for this ferrule, is that it is going to be a little bit of a sharper angle. It doesn't come undone easily, so I can't tell what the internal thread or what the connecting threading is there. But commonly ones like this are going to be the 3/816, but there's a chance that this, I should say the 5/16 24. But there's a chance that this one is actually 3/816 bolt that goes in. So then this would be fully threaded 3/816. Little bit of side detail, not too notable if you would be adding it to your collection, but the bottom connection is going to be your standard North American threading, so that should work on any standard tap or standard faucet you'd be using it on. So there you are, batch 19 pre-prohibition style lager.